and welcome. Thank you so much for joining our weekly session. I hope that today's snowy day finds you well and in good spirits. So, happy Friday. I think for this week, I just wanted to share a moment of hope. I was on my way to a regular class, my Tuesday night. It's a 7 p.m. class, and so usually I try to leave with enough time to get there and get set up and get settled before class. So I think this time I left around 10 to 6 or so, and I was coming down the highway, and in the distance I noticed a sliver of pink right along the horizon, like that orangey, pinky, sunsetty color. And it's in that moment that I realized that as many times as I'd made this very same trip on Tuesday for the last, couple of months, it wasn't dark. It was dark. It was getting dark, but there was just that little sliver of the sun that was hanging on. And to me, in that moment, I had so much hope. I had to smile because I realized that the days are getting longer. We're in that part of our rotation where we're coming out of that long winter's evening, and slowly but surely, we're making our way into more sunlight throughout the day. And I don't know about y'all, but I, for one, am so excited. I'm so ready to go outside. Let's see what the cards have to say. Feel it to heal it. Feeling what you feel is conscious action. We've adopted the illusion that pushing down, blocking, denying, shutting down, and running away from what we feel is normal. It's the way to escape. And truth is, running from what we feel is the perfect storm for never escaping it. You move on from difficult spaces by moving into them. No need to run away from what's human. You're human. Don't run away from healing, birthed from feeling. I'm grateful for all that I feel. As always, a wonderful and valuable message for us. There's sort of been this sensation, at least personally, of kind of going through the motions, to put one foot in front of the other and keep going, because that's what we're supposed to do, right? We can't quit. Life goes on. And so that card especially, resonates with me as I have been engaging in quite a bit of cry therapy, I suppose. Just kind of getting it out. I think I've had a session a day, at least over the last week, and it does feel very therapeutic to kind of sit in the space for a moment and acknowledge it, to feel it, whatever it is. Grief, mourning, loss, sadness, disappointment, anger, any of these things. There's almost something empowering about standing in it, even if it's temporarily, just to acknowledge it's there. To make the choice to acknowledge it, because we are kind of programmed to try to find our way out of uncomfortable spaces as quickly as we can. And I think there's a lesson in that moment of standing in that space, acknowledging, feeling that emotion. It's almost like a muscle memory, where the action becomes familiar. So going forward, you kind of know what to do from there. But especially when these feelings or sensations are new or unfamiliar, we tend to kind of pull away from them. But we have to learn, right? The lesson is going to keep showing up until we learn it, whether in this life or the next. So whatever comes up today on this space, this altar to self, whatever bubbles up, joy, happiness, excitement, hopefulness, like that moment where I kind of watch the sun just clinging on. Even if it's the tiniest thing, allow yourself to acknowledge. And then you decide where to go from there. Do you lean into it? Or do you shift? It's yogi's choice. So let's start today, I think, in child's pose. Pull off my comfy socks. I finally found a pair of wonderful socks that keep my feet warm. Those are a blessing. So on the mat here, maybe slide towards the back of the mat. Bring the big toes together, knees apart, and settle down for a nice child's pose. Take a few breaths here. Noticing the sensations in the hips, the shoulders, intention for today's practice. Beautiful. Inhale, lifting the forehead, extending the arms, elbows straight. Exhale, walk the arms over to the left. Maybe taking that right arm a little further. Breathe in to the right side body. One more breath here. Inhale. Coming up just a little bit. Walking through center. And exhale. Coming all the way to the right. Bringing that right palm over a little bit more. Try to settle that right shoulder, that left shoulder down. Last breath here. And come on back to center. Beautiful. And we're gonna make our way up to a tabletop position. So slide the palms back underneath the shoulders. Bring the knees in just a little bit. We got our side bending done. Let's go ahead and get a nice twist in there. So go ahead and reach that right arm up. Exhale. Thread the needle through. Right ear and shoulder come down towards the mat. The left arm can reach for the ceiling, overhead, or around for a bind. Bringing the fingertips towards the inner right thigh. That left shoulder pulls back. And so does the right hip. Take one more breath here. Beautiful. Release the left arm, coming back in front of the face. Pressing down. Counter twist, right arm up to the ceiling. And release. Settling back to tabletop, switching sides, left arm up. Exhale, thread the needle through. Left arm behind the right. Left ear and shoulder down to the mat. Right arm comes overhead towards the ceiling or behind the back for a bind. Pulling that left hip over and the right shoulder comes back for a deeper twist. Breathe here. And if this is a little too deep, you can always land that ear to a block. Take one more breath here. And release that right arm to the ceiling, back in front of the face, and reach the left arm up for a counter twist. Beautiful. Palms down here. Tuck the toes underneath the feet. Beautiful. Press back, hips to heels, stretching the bottoms of the feet. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, push back. Beautiful. Inhale up. Exhale, lift the hips up. And we're just going to hover the tabletop for just a moment. Feeling the shoulders spread nice and wide across the back. Okay. Belly feels up and in. And hips up and back, straightening the legs for downward facing dog. Take a moment, pedal out the heels of the feet. Sway the hips left and right. Beautiful. Taking a moment here. Maybe we take some scapular push-ups here in downward facing dog. So we did these maybe last week or week before last, where you pull the bottoms of the shoulder blades towards the hips and the top of the head comes towards the fingertips. And then you push the mat away, pulling the shoulders up around the ears. Exhale, shoulders down towards the hips. Inhale, pushing the mat away here. One more time. And lengthen. Beautiful. Exhale, coming to tippy toes. We're going to hover that tabletop once more. 3, 2, and 1. Lift the hips up and back. Reach the right palm for the outer left ankle. Pressing into that ankle or into the calf, the shin, okay? We want to open up, looking underneath the left armpit. Breathe for 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Coming back, downward facing dog. Hover your tabletop. 3, 2, and 1. Lift the hips up and back. This time, left palm reaches for outer right ankle. Twisting here, looking underneath the right armpit. Breathe for 3, 2, lifting that tailbone up. 1. Fantastic. Coming back to center. Beautiful. Bend the knees, bringing the thighs closer to the belly. And we're going to hop or step to the top. Go ahead, hold on to your elbows. Take a little ragdoll. Sway the hips. Soft knees here. Release the palms, come halfway up. Maybe the palms drop to some blocks. Maybe they come to your shins. Release the back of the neck by tucking the chin. Exhale, soft knees, folding belly to thigh here. Trying to keep the tailbone as elevated as you can, opening up the backs of the legs. So we want soft knees, but we are working to get a nice stretch in the hamstrings. Beautiful. Inhale here, sweep the arms out to the side and come on up, unfolding. Bring the palms overhead. Exhale, bring the palms to the heart. Take a moment, come back to your intention. Fantastic. Inhale, arms up. Exhale and fold. Soft knees as you come down with a nice flat back. Looking for the length here from the tailbone to the top of the head. Inhale, half lift. Pull the shoulders away from the ears. Exhale. Fold belly to thigh. Place the palms down, and step back here with the left foot. So we're stacking that right knee on top of the right ankle. Keep the spine long here and drop the hip down. That left knee is high for now. Maybe we're on top of some blocks if we need them, underneath the palms. Okay? But here we're stretching long into this lunge. That left knee powers up towards the ceiling and that knee is pressing back. Beautiful. Oh, that heel rather is pressing back. Keeping that right knee stacked, go ahead, drop that left knee down to the mat, come up into your lunge. You can take the top of the left foot down, pressing it down into the mat to give you a nice little anchor. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms open, bending at the elbow. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, arms forward. We're reaching the fingertips forward here. Spine long, pulling that belly button up and in. Palms down. Beautiful. Twist open to the right, right palm up. Bend that left knee, pull that left knee in, left heel in towards the body. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and grab a hold of that foot if you can. Maybe you hold on to the ankle, the outer foot. If you have a strap, you can wrap that strap around the foot here. Breathe. 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Release that left leg. Right arm comes up. Tuck the left toes. Lift up that left knee. Nice. We're going to drop the right palm down, step back, downward facing dog. Take a moment, pedal out the heels. Inhale, bring the heels up, coming up to the tippy toes. Exhale, hover your tabletop. Beautiful. Inhale. Exhale, downward dog. Walk the feet to the top, meeting the hands. Inhale, half lift. And exhale, fold, belly to thigh. This time, step back. Right leg steps back. Nice and long here. Keep that knee up to start, lengthen through the spine. Tuck that chin. And we're pulling that left hip back, that left thigh back into the hip. Arms just here for a little bit of support. And drop the right knee down. Come on up into your lunge. Take those arms overhead. Inhale, fingertips up. Exhale, bend the elbows out to the side. Inhale, arms up. Beautiful. Exhale, reach forward. 3, 2, and 1. Palms down. Fantastic. From here, tuck those right toes, lifting up that right knee, and we're going to twist over. Beautiful. Drop that right knee down. And we're going to pull that right heel in towards the body. And give it a good reach. Maybe wrapping a strap, belt, tie. And take a few breaths. And release. Drop that left palm down. Tuck the toes underneath, step back, downward facing dog. Shift forward to plank. Maybe you walk the arms out a little bit. We want the wrists under the shoulders. Knees down. Lower the upper body down. Try to pull your elbows back as you lower down. Release the palms alongside the body. Palms down, forehead down. Take a moment, feel the big toes come together. Feel the ankles, the heels, the thighs, the knees press in towards the center. Take a deep breath into the belly. Exhale, squeeze towards the center and lift up. Shoulders come up, feet, knees, and thighs lift up. Fingertips reach up and back. Coming into locust pose here. 3, 2, and 1. Come on down. Pull the palms back right to the low ribs. Keep those elbows in. Press to tabletop. And back for child's pose. Pull the arms alongside the body. With the palms up. Nice. Bring the palms next to the knees and press yourself up to a kneeling position. We're going to swing the legs around. Keeping that right leg extended along the right side of the mat. Careful not to open the hips here with the hip points kind of facing out to the side. You're going to pull that right hip back so it stays level with the left. Beautiful. Take a moment, activate this left leg, pressing down that left knee. Breathe here. And fold. Inhale, look forward. And slowly make your way out. Coming back up to center. Fantastic. Making sure we get a nice twist in here. You can cross the left leg over the right. Hug that knee in towards the body. And twist to the left. Opening the right side of the neck. Feeling the outer upper left leg, get a nice stretch. And come to center. Let's switch sides. Come all the way to the left side. Right heel to groin. Lift the heart on an inhale. And as you exhale, fold. Folding over the left leg. Remembering here that the toes are pointed up towards the ceiling. And the shoulders are square over the knee. Best as you can. Find the length in the back of the neck. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, unfold. Crossing that right leg over. Rooting down through the ball of the big toe. Hold on with the left and twist to the right. Maybe you come in for a bind. And come on back to center. Let's go ahead and just make sure these hips are nice and open before we come down. Take a moment, holding the right foot in the left hand. Just opening up that hip a little bit. Maybe you get a little more into the elbow crease. And notice here we're sitting up nice and tall. The spine isn't rounded, right? So if the spine is rounded here, use your hand around the foot and ease back a little bit so that you can find the length in the spine. Let's switch sides. Beautiful. Nice. And from here, so we can either take fire log pose or cow face pose with the legs. And the difference, actually, we can start in crisscross applesauce. That's the easiest here, crossing at the ankles. Or Sukhasana. If the hips are open enough, you can bring one heel in front of the other in front of the groin. Both knees are down. Next step, try your fire log pose, stacking the lower leg at any point, okay? And we're reaching for the ankle stacked over the knee. Both feet are flexed. Pause for a moment and breathe. If you need a little bit of support, a lot of times that top knee sits kind of high. Maybe you still get a stretch, but you have a support underneath. Just breathe for a few moments. If you want, you can walk the palms forward, palms coming out, shoulder distance apart. Take a few more breaths here. If you find that you have the length in the spine and still need a little bit of support, you can come down to your forearms and rest the forehead on block, blanket, bolster. Two more breaths here. Pressing into the palms, coming halfway up, slowly walk the palms back. And here we're going to uncross the legs for just a moment, windshield the knees. Okay. And switching sides, whichever leg was on top before is going to go on the bottom this time. Okay. Or if you're in Sukhasana, you'll switch positions with the feet. So whichever was in front before will go in front, in back this time. For a moment. Settle in. Maybe you need a block, maybe you don't. And when you're ready, begin to walk the palms out, going where you need to go. Take a few more breaths. Letting it each inhale, lengthen the spine. And each exhale, deepen the stretch. Press into the palms. And slowly walk it back. Sitting up tall here, gently uncross. Take a moment and windshield just to reset. And come onto your back. Settle the shoulders. Pull the heels in line with the sit bones. Palms down. We're going to press the shoulders down as well. Inhale, tuck that tailbone and lift the hips into bridge pose. And if you like, you can gather the shoulder blades underneath, pressing into the pinky side of the palms, the wrists, forearms, elbows. And untuck the shoulders and slowly roll it down. Release the neck. And let the legs come all the way out onto the mat. Taking a few moments. For our final meditation. Allow the body to be at ease. Take a deep breath and begin to wiggle fingers and toes. Small movements to bring the body back. Bend the knees, soles down. And roll on to your favorite side. Pausing here for gratitude. Give thanks for the mind and body. Give thanks to the ancestors and spirit guides. Give thanks for our teachers, our mentors, the lessons and blessings. Give thanks for these practices. Pressing up to a nice seat. You can always stay in meditation if you would like. But for now, as always, I thank each of you for coming to stretch and flex with me here. I hope you feel good. And I hope I see you again soon. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Namaste. Peace, friends.